You know, he and I spent a lot of time together. I'm upstairs. The upper part of Graceland is basically his room and my rooms.
What if I told you that even now, Graceland still hides a door no guest may pass through? 48 years after Elvis Presley's death on August 16, 1977, fans can tour his Memphis mansion, but two spaces remain off-limits: the employees-only vault and the upstairs where he lived and died. In 2006, Oprah Winfrey filmed inside the vault and revealed 60,000 photos and 88 of his jumpsuits. Yet those treasures stay locked away today. As Lisa Marie Presley said, "It felt like walking into Dad's life. Who holds the key? And why won't they let us in?" Let's step behind the gates and meet the keepers of Elvis's closest secrets. Graceland's mystique. On June 7, 1982, just 5 years after Elvis Presley's passing, Graceland opened its doors to the public. Since that day, more than 20 million visitors have walked the ground floor halls of his former home in Memphis, Tennessee.
40th anniversary today. On June 7th, 1982, a crowd of 3,000 fans visited Elvis's home.
Fans stepped through the front gates and into a world of 1970s flair. Gold-framed portraits, emerald carpets, and the famous Jungle Room's green shag. For many, the first view of Elvis's pink marble foyer is unforgettable. Tour groups move slowly, eyes wide, as they study each display. A pair of sunburst-patterned chairs, the dark wood TV stand where he watched The Ed Sullivan Show, and silver platters from his dining room all speak of a man who loved comfort and showmanship in equal measure. Visitors often pause before the framed gold records, tracing the years 1956, 1957, 1958, when Elvis changed music forever. Archival footage shows Memphis in the 1970s. Neon lights on Beale Street, hound dog echoing from jukeboxes, crowds gathering outside the mansion's gates. Today's guests still feel that buzz. On any given day, you'll see families, older fans in rhinestone jackets, and first-timers photographing every corner. That sense of wonder is part of Graceland's power. Though its most private spaces stay locked, the ground floor offers a vivid portrait of Elvis's world, one filled with warmth, style, and a bit of showmanship. Here, in the heart of his home, fans find both a record of his fame and a glimpse of the man behind the legend. The Secret Archive Vault. Behind a plain, employees-only door on the west wing of Graceland lies a room few have seen. A climate-controlled archive vault built to protect Elvis's most treasured items. It sits out of view on tour maps and behind a reinforced steel door, its location known only to a handful. Inside, temperature and humidity are kept at constant levels to prevent aging or damage, an essential safeguard for artifacts that tell the story of the king of rock and roll. In October 2006, Oprah Winfrey brought the world into that hidden vault. Cameras rolled as Lisa Marie Presley guided Oprah and Gayle King through rows of metal cabinets. Viewers caught glimpses of over 60,000 photographs, snapshots of Elvis on stage, at home, and behind the scenes. There were signed checks from RCA Records, rings and necklaces he never wore in public, and about 88 of his famous jumpsuits, each more ornate than the last. Lisa Marie paused by a glass case and said softly, "It felt like walking into Dad's life." Her words hung in the air, reminding viewers that this was more than a storage room. It was her father's private world, preserved down to the last button and sequin. The vault itself is a marvel of design. Its walls are fireproof, its structure can withstand earthquakes, and its door is rated to survive tornado-force winds. Every feature exists to guard against threats, both natural and accidental. Access remains tightly controlled. Today, only Priscilla Presley, Lisa Marie's mother, Riley Keough, Elvis's granddaughter, and Graceland's chief archivist hold the key. No tour guide, no VIP guest, and no high-ranking official can step inside without an invitation from the family or the archives team. For Lisa Marie, the vault was a sanctuary. In interviews, she has described how she would linger among the shelves of photographs.
Well, he was very extravagant. He spent everything really that he had, and he splurged. It's as simple as that.
Feeling connected to moments she never witnessed firsthand. "It's very comforting that I can come here," Lisa Marie told Oprah. "No one actually knew this was even here, so I could come in at any time to rummage through the boxes. The whole thing, even the house, it's like a little time capsule of the past. Nothing's changed." Those private visits allowed her to know her father beyond his public image. Through the letters he wrote to friends, the concert passes he kept, and the childhood drawings tucked in plain envelopes. Though the vault remains off-limits to fans, its story lives on through that Oprah special and a handful of magazine features. Each time an article reminds readers of the archive room, it sparks fresh interest, proof that people long to see the artifacts that shaped Elvis's life. As we leave the vault behind, we carry forward its lesson. Preserving the past requires both careful attention and deep respect for the person behind the legend. Next, we'll climb the closed stairway to Elvis's upstairs suite, where privacy and memory meet in even more personal ways. Elvis's private upstairs suite. Leaving the vault's cool hush behind, we find a narrow stairwell door marked by a simple brass knob and a rule that no visitor may turn it. Behind that door lies Elvis's private upstairs suite, a master bedroom, a small office, and the bathroom where he drew his last breath on August 16, 1977. Here, the bed still wears its original patchwork cover, and the wooden desk holds a rotary phone and a stack of sheet music within reach of his hand. The pale green wallpaper, patterned with small florals, remains exactly as it was when he climbed those stairs for the final time. The Presley family chose to leave the upstairs untouched out of respect. Archivist Angie Marchese explains, "There are no plans to open these rooms. They belong to the family's memories, not a tour itinerary. By keeping the space frozen, they guard against what they call a morbid curiosity, visitors gawking at the scene of his death rather than honoring his life." In interviews, Marchese has noted that this decision balances public interest with private grief, ensuring that fans remember Elvis for his music and his warmth. In the office, a green banker's lamp casts a soft glow over a handwritten letter to Priscilla, dated 1976.
In fact, here is a handwritten telegram that Elvis sent to Colonel Parker's wife, Marie.
A pair of faded blue jeans rests on a chair beside a well-worn cowboy hat. Just beyond, the bathroom's marble sink and gold faucets are silent witnesses to that fateful morning. Though the room is kept in perfect condition, no photograph or detailed description has ever been released. It's as if the walls themselves hold a promise to protect Elvis's final moments from unwelcome eyes. Only a handful of people have stepped inside, family members like Priscilla Presley and the late Lisa Marie, and, during her brief marriage, actor Nicolas Cage. He later called the visit surreal, saying the stillness made him feel as if time had stopped in honor of the man who once roamed those halls. Beyond those few, the suite remains a private sanctuary. Visitors on the main tour catch a glimpse of the closed staircase, its dark wood banister gleaming under soft lights. Guides pause at the foot of the steps, reminding groups that access ends here. Some guests stand quietly, as though sensing the weight of the rooms above. Others lean in to read the small brass plaque, "Private." This choice to preserve the upstairs carries real costs. By denying curiosity, the family sacrifices potential ticket revenue. Yet they insist that some doors are meant to stay closed. As Marchese puts it, these rooms aren't museum pieces. They're part of a living memory.
Taking care of basically their family's legacy and being able to communicate Elvis's story.
Now, it's time to discuss a more playful hidden corner of Graceland, the Bird Room. where Elvis kept talking myna birds and stained glass windows peacock bright. Another secret space that adds color to his story. The bird room and other hidden corners. Beyond the hush of the closed stairwell lies a small room once filled with life and chatter. The bird room. Tucked next to the famous jungle room, this space gleamed with custom peacock-patterned stained glass windows, casting emerald light across glossy wooden floors. In the 1960s, Elvis kept a flock of myna birds here. Maids would laugh as the birds' voices echoed through the house, sometimes repeating, "Elvis isn't home right now," in perfect mimicry. They were his private pets and playmates, a living soundtrack to his days off stage. Today, the bird room has a quieter purpose. Archivist Angie Marchese notes that the windows now look out on stacked velvet ropes, cleaning carts, and event supplies. "It's part of our behind-the-scenes work," she says, "but I still think of those talking birds whenever I pass by." Though it's not on the public route, occasional virtual tours highlight the room's bright glass and hardwood floor, letting fans peek through a window without disturbing its new contents. Graceland holds other hidden corners as well. In the hallway just past the foyer, a closed door hides a narrow back staircase leading up to Elvis's private quarters. That same stairwell runs down to the kitchen, allowing him to move unseen between meals and rehearsals. On the basement level, a small laundry room, where his mother Gladys once sorted clothes, sits behind frosted glass, its old machines replaced, but the space left off tour maps. One long-standing rumor claimed a secret tunnel ran from the mansion to an outbuilding across the lawn. Fans whispered that Elvis used it to slip away from crowds. In a 2018 video, Elvis's cousin Billy Smith laughed off the tale. "No tunnel here," he said. "Just stories that grew too big." His words helped clear the air, reminding everyone that not every rumor holds truth, even at Graceland. These lesser-known spaces, filled with personal memories, both grand and mundane, build the full picture of Elvis's home. The bird room's playful echoes, the hidden stairs, silent paths, and the simple laundry area all add depth to the estate's story. Though they stay out of sight, they remind us that Graceland was not just a show house, but a living, breathing home full of small surprises at every turn. Early origins of the Secret Room legend. From the moment Graceland opened its doors in June 1982, the upstairs remained sealed off. Fans touring the ground floor quickly learned that any hint of a private level was off-limits. In the 1980s and 90s, magazine articles and guidebooks would mention the closed staircase, but offer no details, just a warning to respect family wishes. Back then, word spread by mouth. Longtime guide Sam Wallace recalls overhearing Elvis's friend Jerry Schilling say, "Don't even ask about upstairs. That's where he lived and breathed." Visitors would peer at the stair rail, curious whether the wallpaper looked the same as in photos. A few who knew the Presley inner circle whispered that the rooms had never changed since August 1977, still holding his personal books, letters, and childhood drawings. Newspaper clippings from that era showed black and white photos of tour groups stopped at the stairwell, with captions noting "private" on small brass plaques. In fan letters published in late 80s Elvis newsletters, readers speculated about what lay behind the door. A hidden music studio? A family shrine? No one had proof, but each theory added to the mystery. By the turn of the decade, fan clubs and bulletin boards kept the legend alive. Travelers from Europe wrote about the forbidden floor they hoped to glimpse. When Priscilla Presley spoke at a 1995 gathering, she called the upstairs a private family space, without denying that it remained intact. Her words, though simple, confirmed that fans would never see those rooms unless the family said so. These early whispers laid the groundwork for the vault reveal in 2006 and cemented the idea of a secret room in Graceland lore. Even today, that sealed stairway stands as a silent invitation to wonder what memories lie beyond. Oprah's 2006 Vault Reveal and Media Ripple. In October 2006, Oprah Winfrey brought the world inside Graceland's employees-only vault. On her Oprah show, cameras captured Lisa Marie Presley and Gayle King stepping past a heavy steel door into a room stacked with metal cabinets. Millions watched as Lisa Marie opened a case to reveal 88 of her father's jumpsuits, shelves of signed checks, and box after box of photographs. Oprah's voiceover noted, "No ticket could get you in here," turning a private family space into a public fascination overnight. Within days, news sites and blogs raced to cover the vault reveal. ElvisNews.com ran a feature titled, "Oprah Unlocks Elvis's Vault," and Elvis.com posted rare photos of the jumpsuits and jewelry. Major outlets like People.com and USA Today followed up with articles on the archive's fireproof design and earthquake-resistant walls. Even niche fan blogs saw record traffic. One site reported a 300% jump in visitors reading about Graceland's hidden treasures. The media buzz translated directly into more foot traffic at Graceland. In 2007, the estate welcomed roughly 575,000 guests, about 15% more than the year before. A Graceland spokesperson noted, "Oprah's special reminded people that there's always more to Elvis's story," and tours began selling out days in advance. Virtual tour requests on Graceland.com doubled, with many users citing the Oprah episode as their first introduction to the vault. Beyond numbers, the reveal shifted how fans thought about Graceland. No longer just a museum of gold records and stage outfits, it became a place of secrets waiting to be whispered. TV spots and magazine spreads kept the story alive for months, often leading with clips of the vault door swinging open. Even today, when guides mention the secret room, many guests nod, recalling images from Oprah's show. That one television moment turned a closed chamber into an icon of Elvis lore. It showed the value of preserving personal history and reminded the world that at Graceland, some doors stay shut for a reason. Next, we'll look at how social media amplified those secrets, turning them into the myths we see online today. The family's choice, preservation, and respect. Behind every locked door at Graceland is a choice made by Elvis's closest kin. Priscilla Presley, Riley Keough, and the archives team agree that some spaces must stay private. Priscilla oversaw the estate after Lisa Marie's passing in January 2023. And Riley, Elvis's granddaughter, now helps keep the family's wishes.
Your grandfather is Elvis. Maybe the music is just in the bones.
Together, they guard the upstairs suite and the archive vault as places for private memory rather than public display. Angie Marchese, Graceland's director of archives, puts it plainly. These rooms are meant for family, not tours. We keep them just as Elvis left them, to honor who he was. Her team maintains climate control in the vault and dusts the master bedroom's green wallpaper by hand. Every detail, from the original bedspread to the stained glass in the bird room, receives careful attention, ensuring nothing shifts with time. Yet, they do understand fans' hopes to see more of Graceland. Each year, around 600,000 people visit the estate, eager to learn every secret. The archives team fields emails asking to open the vault or climb the private stairs. Still, Marchese and the family stand firm, balancing that public passion with their own loss and respect. For Priscilla, the sealed rooms are a way to protect her own memories of Elvis at home. For Riley, they represent her grandfather's true life, beyond the stage lights and flashbulbs. By keeping these doors closed, the family avoids turning private grief into spectacle. It's a reminder that some stories belong first to those who lived them. In a world where every hidden corner can become a viral clip, Graceland's choice holds steady. The estate remains a place where fans learn about Elvis's music and style, while the most personal rooms remain a quiet, family-only space, preserved in both fact and feeling. Why it matters today. Even though fans have toured Graceland for more than 4 decades, the closed rooms still hold a special pull. Walking through the ground floor, visitors connect with Elvis's music, style, and warmth. Yet knowing that the upstairs suite and the archive vault lie just out of sight adds a layer of meaning.
Graceland's archive not only preserves artifacts, but also shapes guest experiences.
These spaces belong to the real life behind the legend. It's a reminder that Elvis was more than a performer. He was a son, a father, and a private man whose memories live on behind locked doors. That tension between respect and sensationalism powers modern fandom. When Oprah showed the archive vault in 2006, viewers saw Lisa Marie gently lift a sequin-covered jumpsuit, a moment shared with millions. Yet social media later amplified more dramatic claims, from TikTok videos alleging secret FBI raids to Instagram posts teasing hidden tunnels. Hashtags like #ElvisSecretRoom have drawn nearly 100 million views, mixing true fact, 60,000 photos, fireproof vault, with wild theories about secret chambers. This blend of real history and online hype keeps conversations alive, even as some posts veer too far from the truth. Through it all, the Presley family's decision to keep these areas private still stands firm. As Angie Marchese says, we honor Elvis best by letting fans remember his life, not focus on his final moments. By closing those doors, they protect private grief and guard family memories. Today, Graceland remains both a museum of a global icon and a living home where some stories simply stay within the family. That choice reminds us why curiosity can be gentle and why certain rooms remain respectfully sealed. Thanks for joining us on this tour of Graceland's hidden rooms and private corners. Which secret space would you most like to see? Elvis's archive vault, the upstairs suite, or the colorful bird room? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this look inside one of music's greatest legends, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more stories behind the scenes, and share this video with fellow fans. We have plenty more hidden histories to explore together, so hit the bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, keep the spirit of Elvis alive in your heart.